Yeah, you see the mic's moving. No people
Let me
talk.
switch it to the live chat. Okay, so it looks like we're okay there. We
Remember,
just have to give it a few minutes.
everything has to be perfect.
Okay, Grim.
You cannot make any mistakes.
Okay, Grim.
We're live, and that means you cannot
Grim, we're live now.
make the... Oh, we are? Oh.
Grim, we're on now.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. I know, that's the whole point.
Okay, so we'll give everyone a couple of minutes to creep back
But
in.
only a couple of minutes, and that's it. After a few minutes.
Between precisely 2 to 5 minutes.
Yes, make sure you're here, because there's no excuses, and you can't. And once you're coming, you can't leave and come back in.
Yes, we're gonna
You're not
lock
allowed.
the chat room. You have
Not
to
unless
stay.
you have a stamp on the back of your hand.
You have to have a pass, a hall pass.
Yes, the hall monitor will be outside
Yes.
of everyone's house
The YouTube hall pass.
in your hall, so don't be startled when you see the hall monitor there.
Ron says Heidi ho, and he goes, huh?
What are you calling a hoe?
We're just talking nonsense. Albert says, you guys are so funny. I love you guys. You're awesome. Oh, we love you too, Albert. Thank you.
Yeah, the feeling is mutual.
And then Raymond is here. He says, hiya, hiya, and Wiki's here. Wiki. Brandon says, happy Easter. Schultz is here. He says, howdy, y'all.
Schultze.
Howdy, Schultz.
Oh, boy. Man, he made
Ah,
this.
this hair.
He's going to make this segment really fun. All that cool stuff, the swag he brought us.
Oh,
the stuff.
super cool. Yeah, so big chunk of this chat, we're going to do a haul video of the loot we picked up from Cinema Wasteland.
And some people refer to loot as booty, like a pirate's booty. So we're going to combine those two terms, and we're going to call it our booty haul.
The booty haul.
Heh.
Justin Baker says, hey, Night Owls. Jets mess says, hello, all.
Yep.
Albert says, I might have something in the works at work, or I will be hopefully going on third shift.
Ooh, just
and
to
I will
watch
be
our
able
show.
to watch you guys live every week. Oh, you don't have to change your whole schedule.
I'm sure he's not doing that just for
Maybe
us,
he
but
likes third shift better.
I'm sure, yeah.
Some people are just night people. They'd rather sleep during the day.
I don't know.
I used to work third shift years ago, and I just sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't. So
When I was going to school, for college, I worked a night job, to make a couple of bucks, cleaning toilets in a big building. And yeah, it was interesting. But I think I was done around, I don't know, 1, something like that, midnight or something, or 1.
yeah.
But that's, I was a lot younger then, and, you could just get 2 minutes of sleep and be ready for the whole next day.
Yeah.
Not anymore. But,
Gary Smith is here. Ron Vickers is here.
I still think I have more energy than you sometimes when it comes to sleeping.
Sometimes.
Lots of times.
Draugr is here. Naoko's here. Naoko says, is day person, but at your nighttime.
Yes. See,
Oh, yeah, because they're like, yeah,
so
she's
she's
a day
technically,
ahead.
yeah, she is.
It's like tomorrow afternoon over there,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. But,
Very cool.
that is really neat.
Drake goes, any more farting?
I think I got it all out.
I think, yeah, he's done with the gas for now.
Now it's your turn.
No, I'm good.
Oh, let me
I
tell
didn't
you.
eat eggs like you did.
It doesn't matter. There's been times when even the cats had to leave the room.
Well,
Just saying.
Go and toot somewhere else.
Well, I can't. I'm doing a show. I have to be professional. Do you think when,
You could just say, excuse me,
you don't think when-
everybody, I have to go pass some gas.
You don't think when Kelly and Ryan are doing their show in the morning that one of those two ain't, her name is Ripa, hello.
Kelly Ripa?
She's probably ripping them all day in there. Her like little,
Kelly Rippin' arse?
Ripping, yeah. Her little, peas and carrot farts, next to Ryan, who probably has the same diet.
Oh, jeez. All right, guys, so
Fart wars they have.
Universal Talent Booking says hello from Los Angeles, California.
Hello.
Wow. From California to Tokyo. We've
Look
got
at
people
that.
watching from everywhere.
Global. We're global.
Woo! Okay, so, hey guys, I'm Janet Decay. You're Yummy Mummy, but right now I'm the Bunny Mummy.
The Yummy.
The Easter Mummy.
The Yummy Bunny. Oh,
Yeah.
And I feel the fart brewing. And I'm Grim Gory. You're
And-
Yummy. You're a funky monkey. Let's put it
Yes.
that way, yeah.
And we host the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout, but you're watching
The Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangover. Yes.
Yeah, so this is our after show chat show. We hosted the movie earlier, Die Sister Die. So if you missed it, you could go to the live feed and catch it later.
Yep.
It'll be up on YouTube after it processes or whatever.
Yes, specifically, we just wrapped up our 196th episode of the Hairy Scary Hangout, which I cannot believe that we've gotten this far. I remember back in the days just several years ago when we would do one show every 3 months or so, direct to
Yes.
DVD, or we could put it, if we could find a cable station to air it. But man, and we just decided, well, a friend of ours, Dino, over at the Late Horror Show,
he recommended
on YouTube,
that we start doing live feeds,
Yep.
and it was good advice.
Yeah, so we had to figure out all the technical stuff. We're still figuring stuff out. It's a little choppy the way we operate, but or chopperate.
You learn as you go.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of fun. I mean, it's to me, it's not unlike when we would growing up, we'd watch talk shows. Some of the talk show hosts would have I think it was a telex or some sort of phone system sitting on their desk, and they could actually do. And you saw this a lot on cable access shows, actually.
Oh, with the phone with like all the different.
They'd have an 800 number, and they'd be live.
Yeah, yeah.
And they would take on calls. Like psychics would do it, and just like community talk shows would take live calls, and they get pranked all the time.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of that, where they would have their everything in front of them. Like I said, it's like a telephone with multiple lines, buttons they could press, and talk to people, callers or viewers that would call in. So it's kind of like that, except it's but it's just done with a laptop instead of a telephone with different lines. Anyway, so here we are doing that.
Here we are.
What an
This
advancement.
is the Harry Scary Hangover, the after show chat
Yes.
show. We've got a whole video we're going to show you. There's a ton of comments. We're going to read some comments.
We're gonna bare our booty holes.
And then we're gonna get into it here.
Yes.
John Suto, he messaged us earlier today. He says, I'm glad that you like my message about Feep and Major Mudd, who were Boston's first horror movie hosts.
Ooh.
Boston had chiller-rama and fantastic features.
Wow.
So yeah, we're unfamiliar with those characters, so we're going to have to do some more research. We did not know that Boston had a couple of movie hosts.
Well, it was like the
out there.
Atlanta guy with the Bastoink Dooley or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah,
that's-
Bastoink
Bastoink
Dooley.
Bastoink Dooley.
Yeah,
but,
we weren't familiar with him either.
And it's amazing. I mean, that was a huge. And actually, we went to Cinema Wasteland. We'll dive in that. We just went to Cinema Wasteland this past weekend.
Yeah.
And while there, we were across from a vendor who has all these cool books. I bought you a tarot card deck that was drawn by
Edward Gorey.
And I also picked up a book I thought you'd like, and you have not put it down since you started reading it.
Yeah, I'm almost done reading it. It's it's over there. I'll have to get it.
Go grab it.
Well, I'll do a full review, I think, when I'm done
Yeah,
reading the
But you
book.
can tell about it.
But it's called Glamour Ghoul. It's all about Mila Nurmi, who was Vampira. And Vampira was the first horror host, the first horror hostess. She is the mother of all the horror hosts. She started it all in 1954.
Yeah, to quote Bone Jangler, I saw that on one of his Facebook posts. He posted a picture of Vampira, and he said, the mother of us all, talking about horror hosts.
Yes, and what's really great about this book is that Sandra Nemi, Mila Nurmi's niece, wrote the book after she found a lot of letters and diary, things written in her diary.
Scraps of paper,
notes, postcards, photos. She found a lot of ephemera after her aunt passed away. She gathered all of that up, and for like the past
12 years.
12 or 15 years.
She's been putting a book together.
She put the book together.
But it came out a few years ago, and it's amazing. You can't put it down. I gave it to you Sunday when we got back.
There is so much about Vampira that I did not know,
Yeah.
and I think we have to do like a deep dive, and I'll do like a full review
Yeah,
of it for a later video. But it's a really good book. It's worth picking up. And what's nice is when you do purchase that book, it goes to Vampira's direct relatives.
Yes.
Some of the Vampira merchandise out there is not licensed.
Most of it, like 98% of it.
Yeah, most of it is not licensed through her family, so the family does not get anything from it. And unfortunately, Mila Nurmi, she was very poor most of her life. She didn't really get to.
She didn't cash in.
She didn't cash in on her amazing.
And neither are
character
we.
And her persona.
And neither are we. So we have a lot in common with Mila. No, I'm
Oh, jeez.
no, but it's a sad story, but it's interesting, and I think a lot of people just assume that she had it all because she's such an icon.
Yeah, just because
a horror host icon.
Yeah, she was an icon, and she was way ahead of her time.
Oh boy,
a lot of the things she did were controversial and edgy, and
which can work against you.
1950s, normal like suburban people would think it was weird or creepy or morbid.
There are a lot of that path is littered with people that were ahead of their time, who are even. I mean, it's not that they were even forgotten. They're well known, but they just they were the pioneers, and they didn't reap anything from their, what they, and some of them wanted to. It just never took off for them, sadly. But yeah, Janet will probably wind up doing a really deep dive. We'll both, work on something.
Do a good review on it after we both read it. Drake said he read it in a day or two.
You can't put it down.
You can't put it down. You keep wanting to read more.
This is all the stuff that you never knew. The first thing, the interesting thing is that I started looking some stuff up, and I stumbled across some stuff that really freaked me out to the point where I'm like, how is this something that isn't brought up all the time? Now, what the actual truth is about it, without getting too much into it, something was sort of mentioned that there may have been at least 54 episodes. As a lot of people know, the Vampira show, there's no actual episode that exists. It was only shown in the California area where she was, and it was never videotaped. But there's rumors that 54 or 52 of the 54 episodes were kinescoped. That means that they pointed a camera at a monitor that it was being, shown on, a television monitor, and they were taped off of there. You've seen these old 50s kinescopes. They look a little dark. They're kind of weird looking.
Yeah, the film's kind of weird looking.
Yeah,
because it was taped off of their
monitor,
screen.
yeah,
like recorded off of that.
But supposedly, and without getting it, you can look it up all you want, and because I don't know what the truth is, and it's kind of.
So yeah, we'll talk.
But there were supposedly at least 52 of these kinescopes the first show. Pretty much.
Maybe we don't know. We don't know for sure.
But they're no more, and there's the reason behind it is
we don't know that.
I'm not going to get into that part.
Yeah, we don't know that, so we can't.
But it's
we'll get into that later.
Maybe.
Universal Talent Booking says Plan 9 from Outer Space. Vampira made that movie. We represented the late Conrad Brooks.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Conrad Brooks was amazing.
Yeah, and that's what she's most known for. I think people know her more from Plan 9 than they do her show, because her show, there's no
Because not
episodes.
everyone got to see her show.
Right.
Only people that lived in that area in the 1950s.
But mostly anyone who's everyone, especially in this genre, has seen Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Has seen Plan 9, and, yeah.
The 3 seconds she's in it, she pretty much makes it.
So I'm going to show, I picked these up from a vendor at Cinema Wasteland.
Yes, we're going to get into our booty haul from Cinema Wasteland.
This is the booty haul, the haul video.
Get ready to feast your eyes on our booty haul.
Because, we collect some things too, and if we find a good deal,
we
usually pick it up while we're at these shows.
True that.
So Creature from the Black Lagoon, it's Amigo. So there's that.
Oh, cool.
There was a vendor selling Migos 2 for $20.
Yes.
I think when Target had them, they were like $15 to $20 each.
Yeah, so it's like a $10 discount.
Yeah, it's like a $10 discount. There's the Toxic Avenger.
My
nose is stuffy, guys.
But he does have Toxic Adventures, I'm sure.
Yeah, the Toxic Avenger. And he's cute. He's super cute.
I'm pretty sure I was the Toxic Avenger here today.
You were the Toxic.
Woo.
Yeah. You were Toxic today. Creature from the Black Lagoon, yeah. I've got a small Migo collection since they started remaking them. So, yeah. I've got like Nosferatu and Dracula and some of the other monsters.
And they never talk about Nosferatu 1 or Nosferatu 3 or 4, just Nosferatu 2. I don't know why. I mean,
because he has 2 teeth.
That's right.
Nosferatu
2.
He had those weird
Maybe it was Nosferatu.
He had the fangs.
Maybe it was Nosferatu Tooth.
Nosferatu Tooth.
And they just call it I don't know. It's lost in translation, in Transylvanialation. It just keeps going on. Sorry. Anyway.
Gary says, I have an episode of Red Skeleton with Vampira, Lon Chaney Jr., and Bela Lugosi. Yes.
We showed that on one of our Halloween specials, or not specials, but one of our Halloween episodes. We showed that Red Skeleton.
We showed the one with...
Red Skeleton, yeah?
No, it was, I believe, Vincent Price. It was another celebrity.
We didn't show Vampira?
We didn't show the Vampira one.
Yeah, we did.
Are you sure?
Yes, I remember.
It was another celebrity.
You want to bet?
It was about art. It was an art dealer.
Yeah, I know. That's a different...
Vampira wasn't in that one.
But we did.
It was a Red Skeleton show.
I know what you're talking about. But you want to bet?
I know what I'm talking about.
Let's bet. Friendly bet.
No, I know what I'm talking about. It
wasn't
that one.
I'll dig it up. It's in the archive.
We'll look it up. We'll look it up later.
I said friendly bet.
Okay.
What's the friendly bet? Just a friendly bet? Bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, I did dig up. You were surprised by it and you thought it was cool. We did show it either close to Halloween or on Halloween, but it was an episode. It's Red Skeleton.
No, it was an episode of Red Skeleton where they were
skeleton.
The guy was an antiques dealer, and
yeah,
I believe
that one was creepy. That was a good episode.
Vincent Price,
But
or
there
maybe
was-
Karloff.
But there was one thing we
We
showed.
played it around Halloween. We did
Yes.
not play the Vampira one.
You want to bet?
We did not.
You're totally wrong.
We did not.
I dug it up.
I am right because I'm the one who researched those videos to see what we could play.
Okay, we'll
Grim,
just
let's continue on with
we'll
the
just
haul,
say
please.
yes. We'll just say
Can we show
I
what
will
else you
do
got? What
my-
else did you get at Cinema Wasteland, Grim?
that's very rude what you're doing.
Grim.
Let's see. I got a lot of, oh my God, I got a lot of stuff I said I wasn't going to get. And what would that be? Videos. Oh my gosh. Well, our buddy Keith was very nice and gave us a deal on these Elvira episodes he had.
Ooh.
These are like, from television with commercials now.
So those were for like taped off the TV in
Yes.
the 80s.
And
Okay.
oh boy, I can't read these. I know one is
Well, hand
Texas
them-
Chainsaw
hand them
Massacre.
to me,
which-
I
yeah,
can read 'em.
It's too little for me to read.
Okay, New Year's Evil. This is one where she hosted New Year's Evil in the 80s.
Yeah.
In this one, it's The Capture of Bigfoot. She hosts that one.
All right.
And this is just for our own collection. These are
Yes.
from people's like tapes. They were digitized.
Yeah.
This one is The Haunted Palace. So yeah, we do not sell these. We
Oh,
just have them
no.
for our collection.
Well, here's
and
another
we share
one.
them with friends. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She
Ooh.
hosted that one.
Doc-
I love that movie.
Dr. Black and Mr. Hyde. Oh.
Oh,
That one's a good one.
there you go.
Now, I found some cool stuff. Oh, hopefully I reach over here and my whole
Okay. What else did you get?
side doesn't pop out there. There's an artist there that we bought art from that's actually hanging in our living room right now, and he was back. These are every Wasteland. And he had some more artwork, and I thought this was really neat. His name is Chris Conant, or I'm going to say Conant. Chris Conant. And he did this really cool Svengoolie artwork I thought was pretty neat. It's very stylized.
Very cool.
And I'm gonna commission him to do some more pieces for us, so we have maybe us together would be kind of neat.
Or some other hosts.
Well, of course, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
Vampira and Ghoulardi, Big Chuck and Little John. You'll probably have Houlihan in there.
Well, we bought some. We purchased
Yes.
some artwork from him last year.
Just that it's hanging up in our living room.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
But that's the same.
Same artist, yes. This is a little bit bigger size. Yeah, he said cool, and I'm gonna probably pick him up next Wasteland. It'd be nice.
Cool.
But I'll get in touch with him, and we'll figure out a price. I love artwork, even though I'm an artist myself. I love other people's artwork, and to see that done is pretty neat. So in the same style, different other horror hosts, and then we'll have some new decor for our living room area. But that was fun, and I was on a Svengoolie kick. I don't know why. All of a sudden, Svengoolie popped up. But here's an early Svengoolie action figure that's no longer available. This is a limited run.
He's like Mego size.
He's a very Mego-sized one.
Yeah,
It's
look, he would get along with the creature here.
I can't see the date. Is there a date on the back of that?
I didn't see a date on it.
It might be. I don't remember when that came out. But they have
No, there's
since,
no date on it. But it was a Figures Toy Company made
Yeah.
it. It says MeTV officially licensed.
Yes.
And if you look, he's about the same size
As Amigo.
as Amigo, which is cool because they can hang out together on the shelf.
They can.
Yeah, they
Now-
can be friends.
Now I got a.
Svengoolie and the creature.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why can't we be friends? I feel like we got one. So real quick, I'll go through these other movies.
So what
but
do you guys collect? Do you also
Yeah.
collect action figures? Do you collect Migos? Are there certain things that you look for when you go to a convention or a trade show, or like a special when you're looking at stuff that's on sale?
Whoops. Yeah. Oh, Robbie's speaking.
Now he's gonna be talking.
Yeah. Talk about it in the chat. You can bring it up there. Well, our
Yeah.
buddy James Schultz, who bestowed many a fine thing to us. One of them being his frozen ghost, the Bela Lugosi frozen ghost mask.
Yeah, and that is
that's in our storage right now because
it's over-
we swapped
yeah.
out the set. But
We'll change them out.
when
We'll
we
put 'em back.
rotate, yeah, we're gonna put that back.
We change out some of the props here.
It'll probably take the place of Godzilla when we swap it out in
Yeah.
a little bit. But probably after our 200th episode.
Jimmy says I collect spores, mold, and fungus.
Yep.
It's quoting Harold Ramis.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah, me too.
Ghostbusters,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. He collected them. But James Schultz stopped by and he dropped off this whole box of stuff or bags of. This was one of the big things in there. It's a Forbidden Planet Robbie the Robot. I think Walmart put these out. I did get an Iron Giant when they came out, but I couldn't find the Robbie. So here they are. Here he is.
Awesome.
Hello. Really neat. That's going to be cool. Again, we have to find a place for him somewhere on the set.
And I don't remember, I apologize because it just hit me now. I don't remember if we wished Chad Noble Cordy a happy birthday during the Harry Scary Hangout. I had it written in my notes.
You didn't. Shame
and I
on you.
mentioned Karen, but I didn't mention Chad. So happy birthday, Chad.
Yeah, Chad stopped. I mean, again, it was like we lost count of everybody that came up to to the Wasteland, and the ones that stopped by our table.
Yeah.
But we chatted with Chad for a good while about.
We did.
We were like going by comparing Ghoul notes and all the cool stuff we got from the Ghoul studio that we were allowed to purchase from there and then preserve it. And he's got the whole Ghoul set and a bunch of other cool Ghoul stuff.
He does. And he's really good at like impersonating the Ghoul. He dresses up like the Ghoul.
He came up with his own version of the character called BLU-RAYS.
BLU-RAYS.
If you go on Facebook, you can look up BLU-RAYS, BLUARDI, BLU-RAYS. And it's uncanny. He looks like him. And he sounds like him. I can't even imitate, but it sounds like Ron. It's really uncanny.
Okay, I'm going to read some comments here.
And I'm going to pull some more
items
Oh,
out.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Lego's biggest mistake was passing on Star Wars when offered. They got first dibs over Kenner.
Oh, yeah. That was a whole debacle.
Comics, art, and Godzilla stuff, says Ron.
Good stuff.
Let's see. Tim says, I have a lot of autographs. Jane Goodall autographed Planet of the Apes comic books for me. Ron says they collect Mego also.
Yeah, Migos are great.
How much was the Svengoolie Mego figure? They were pretty high from Sven when they came out.
Yes. Well, this one was. Well, the guy is really nice that we get stuff from there.
We got it at a discount. I think he just wanted
steal. Yeah.
I think he wanted to get rid of it, and compared to what the prices were online, it was a good deal.
They go for $2 online.
There's people asking like $200 for them online.
He had it for $125. And I didn't pay that much for it.
No.
I paid up.
He discounted it.
Quite a bit, yeah.
So that was pretty awesome.
Very nice, yeah. But this guy has so much great stuff. That's the thing. When you have stuff like that, you might as well just move it. I mean, it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
You don't need. You don't almost. You don't need to charge.
And he said that he had even more he was gonna bring out.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, and I know a little bit of the story behind it, so it's totally worth it for him. He could let it go for half, and be still great. Because anyway. Let's get into the
Godzilla #1 at the last show, says Ron. Ooh, Godzilla.
The comic book, probably.
Book,
I think I have that. I'm pretty sure I do. I remember reading that as a kid. Had all those Godzilla comics, Shogun Warriors, the Marvel comics.
Says vinyl LP soundtracks and original movie posters. Then I like to get them signed.
Yes, he's very good at that. And I guess he has such a huge collection that this is just like this little extra stuff that that just is overflowing. Which is very cool to me because you should see some of this stuff. If this is the stuff he can give away, I can imagine what he has in his collection. But how cool is this? King Kong magazines. Ooh. Oh, I can't wait. These are going to be read tomorrow, throughout the weekend. We're going to be reading. This weekend, we're going to try to watch some of these movies that we bought at Wasteland and read comics and all this kind of cool stuff.
I need to finish the Vampira book.
Yep.
That's something, we picked up there.
This big, it's a Whitman or Gold Key. Actually, I think I have a smaller version of this comic, actually. I've never seen it. The one I have is not quite this size. I didn't know they made a bigger size, almost like a Treasury edition
Schultz
size.
said all of those are from the 70s.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, because that's when Jessica Lange was... They remade King Kong.
Right, they rebooted King Kong.
Yes.
Like, when reboots weren't a popular thing, it just did it with Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange. We watched it recently.
I liked it.
It was very woke. It was about the oil companies and how they were destroying the environment. It was a message movie.
It was about the environment.
Yeah, people would
probably. I don't like to put labels.
I don't either, but that's like the term.
He's just making a joke, guys.
That's the term people are using now for anything that is socially conscious, or and it was when the oil rig thing. I think they had some issues with spills and stuff.
Yeah, it was about protecting the environment.
Yes, it was very hippie-like, but it was good.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It was interesting. Well, Jessica Lange, how you can go wrong?
Well, everyone loves Jessica Lange.
This other King Kong book that he get. Oh my God! I mean, look at all this stuff. It's great.
Does anyone know where to get an original Creepshow comic book?
Ooh. I don't know. I didn't know it was a thing.
I didn't know.
I have to look. There's so much stuff out there, right? Here's a really cool monsters book. These are those fun kids books that have stuff about monsters in them and things like that.
Oh, that's cute.
Go through that. This is like something I remember I would get.
That's like something you would look at when you were a young ape.
Or buy at a book fair. Remember book fairs? Did you have those?
The bookmobile?
Yeah.
Scholastic bookmobile?
Well, the book fairs would come to your elementary school like a bookmobile, and they would set up like one room full of. I remember this one time buying a monster book at an actual book fair.
Oh, Naoko says she has the original Creepshow book.
There you go. She's hardcore. Oh, hey, you could show these that you got.
Oh, so there's an artist that puts out. It's called One Man Riot, and they make posters and Halloween die cuts.
You saw
and they're made to look like the retro Halloween decorations,
these are so
like
cool.
the old paper decorations. They're super cool. So there's a movie out called Trick or Treat with the little pumpkin scarecrow guy named Sam.
Yeah, everyone loves that
yeah,
movie.
it's a really good movie, and I really fell in love with how cute he looks.
Yeah, are we gonna hang those up? Figure out a way to hang them up.
Maybe
right?
I could frame them.
Frame them, yeah, I'd say frame them.
Yeah, because I don't want to damage them.
No, I'd say get some nice
but I
frames.
still want to display them.
There's 4 die cuts in there, different artwork on each die cut.
Yeah.
But they're really done really cool in a retro style. I guess the guy was a graffiti artist originally, and then he. But they had that. They had the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Yes, they had the Halloween 3, like the kids
Silver
in the masks.
Shamrock, yeah.
Silver Shamrock.
I may have to, next time.
Yeah.
I mean, those were only $20.
It was tough. I picked that one. I thought that one was.
Where's your draw? Are you going to show that later?
Nah, that's yeah.
So here's another thing from Schulte. This is something I had as a kid, and I probably still have it, but mine's all beat to you know what. This is like all in very good condition.
Dracula, Wolfman, and Frankenstein.
That's right. It's a comic book.
Wow.
Remember these comic books put out by Power Records? It's an actual record, an LP, right, on the inside there that plays on your, and it's like, turn the page type of thing. But it's got the story of, and I used to stare at this thing as a kid forever, man.
Who did the artwork?
Neil Adams.
Neil Adams did the artwork.
The recently departed Neil, I think he died last year, Neil Adams, passed away at least a year or two ago. But yeah, he did the artwork for this and many other things for Power Records. But man, I love this book. I used to stare at this as a kid. It got me in. It was probably one of the things that influenced me to draw as a kid. Keep going. But I dog-eared my copy. I listened to this record constantly. I can hear it in my head right now. I love this thing, and thank you, Schulte, for this. This is going to be preserved, and definitely one of the nicest things I could ever get, because these aren't real easy to find, and
we will cherish it. Thank you.
And we will totally. Maybe they are. I don't know if they are or not, but I just love it. This is something that if 100 people gave me one, I'd keep all of them. I love them.
Ron says Asimov anthology books was my addiction from the school book days.
Oh yeah, Isaac Asimov.
Yeah, all those sci-fi
That guy knew how to write a book.
Yeah.
So everything else I think is like movies and stuff.
So you picked out a lot of stuff on VHS tape because
Oh.
we love finding stuff that was like taped off the TV back in the day to see if there's any cool old commercials or any other fun stuff. So yeah, there's some books we picked out and some VHS.
Here's some great books.
There were a lot of VHS sellers, and
Oh
the
my
one
God.
dude had giant plastic totes.
And I
filled
picked
to the
up some
brim with
crazy
tape.
stuff there.
And some of the tapes he was only charging like a buck a tape.
At the end of the day, on Sunday, it was like get rid of them type of bin, which I'll show you some of those cool things. But here's a book, some books I got from him. This is some of the first stuff I bought when we got there, and I scooped it up.
Should I
because
Vanna them?
I've been looking for
Okay.
this one for a while. It's a book
Television horror movie hosts.
Yeah, book on horror host, duh.
Yes. So there's that.
And something like that. And some people, when I put up the teaser for this, people were like eyeballing this one too. I can't read it, but it's
John Stanley.
Yeah.
Creature Features Strikes Again.
Yes. And it's a
movie guide.
Over 5,000 hard to find weird B movies reviewed.
Yeah.
This is going to be a Bible for us. We might be
Yeah.
able to find stuff to show on the show from there.
Possibly.
Yep.
Possibly. And yeah, he hosted Creature Features
Yes.
out in California for a while. He was on TV for a while, and
And
he
then
is a big horror film fan.
And then he joined Kiss soon, a little bit after that, with Gene Simmons and Ace
No, I
Frehley.
think you got it. I think you got him.
John Stanley.
No, Paul Stanley. This
Oh,
is John.
I thought that was. Oh,
You got the
shoot.
names mixed up, Graham.
Yeah. Well, and I guess you're going to tell me Chris Rock just didn't shoot a bunch of Bud Light cans.
No, you got the Rocks mixed up.
That
too.
wasn't Chris Rock?
No.
Oh, well, see, I got a
I'm a
hearing
fan of
problem.
The Rock. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking forward to reading this book when I'm done with the Vampira book.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Very cool.
And then I got this. I've been lucky. I've been finding all these Marvel books I didn't get as a kid. Marvel comic compilation books. Bring on the bad guys. Woo, yeah.
Oh,
It's just a bunch
about
of
Marvel villains.
Yeah, it's a compilation of a bunch of different like Marvel villain spotlighted issues from different, probably Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, things like that. But they're reprints of comics that probably features the bad guy either almost winning or doing something so dastardly. You know, it was one of their like, you know, big issues in whatever comic run it was in. So that I've never read that at all.
Oh,
And then
cool artwork.
it's really cool artwork. I love 70s Marvel. 60s, 70s Marvel's great. And then just a bunch of stuff. Like I said before, I got these great things to Ken and Pam from Cinema Wasteland.
Some drink.
A bunch of these.
What are those called? Drink koozies?
Foam drink koozies. I love. Oh, here's from our neighbors. These are some pins. I don't know if you can really see them that good.
Oh, barn balls.
Hey.
From the movie The Barn, it's the monster.
A lot of farmers get that.
Barn
balls.
They were good neighbors. They were
like State Farm.
Scream Team releasing. They made a really cool Halloween movie called The Barn. The Barn 2 recently.
We have that in here somewhere.
Yeah, we have it somewhere.
We're looking for.
And like Joe Bob Briggs is in it, and
Yes.
the mail girl, Darcy the mail girl's in it.
I found more Schultz stuff. A King
So
Kong.
it looks really cool. They're nice people.
King Kong novel, a novelization of the King Kong remake movie, and then something about great monsters. Hey.
Ooh, more monster books.
Yeah, more reading. We got to get our reading going on.
Donna says I have a Captain Spaulding, Elvira, Freddie, Big Chuck, and Little John, and Mummy and the Monkey figures.
Whoa.
Posters, Camp Crystal Lake, Halloween, anything horror I collect.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to be part of your collection.
And then Bob Ferguson commented earlier that he collects pictures.
Oh, he does, yes. And he takes
He
great
likes to
pictures.
take pictures and get them printed nice.
This
and
guy
it's cool memories.
I like his technique. He's got an interesting, like, what doesn't he? He'll like take a photograph at an event and then run out and get it like printed.
Go and get it printed.
Like an hour photo and come right back and get it signed.
Yeah,
it's like amazing.
So yeah, there's
What'd you do? You dropped Barn 2? No.
Okay, there's the Barn Part 2. So yeah, that'll be fun to watch.
We picked up a lot of indie stuff, which I love. I love. So here's the latest one from James Bell. This is not for your average viewer, by the way.
Oh,
I have
it's
no.
a really messy.
Yeah, I came in.
There's a lot going on
What's
there.
that say? You can't make out, but I love it.
Horrorography.
I'm sure it's very nice.
Horrorography. So yeah, that looks very.
It's probably exactly what it says.
It looks. I think it is what it is.
Here's
there.
one from Mike Watt and Amy Lynn Best. This is from their was it Happy Cloud?
Happy Cloud Pictures, the Spicy Sisters Slumber Party.
This sounds great.
It's interviewing actresses. They're having a sleepover together, discussing their roles in independent filmmaking.
Fun. And
so it's like a
Debbie
documentary,
Rochelle?
but with a bunch of girls hanging out, like in slumber party fashion. Robin Griggs is in it.
Yes.
Didn't she pass away a year or two ago?
I don't know.
I thought she passed away recently. She was a soap opera actress.
Oh, yeah.
Poor lady. Because she was kind of young. Amy Lynn Best is in it. Debbie Rochon, Linnea Quigley.
Debbie Rochon, I knew it.
Yeah, so that's cool.
I can't read that, but read that.
Spirit Animal.
Oh, that's right. That's an indie film.
Necroshark Films. It's like
Necroshark.
some type of cheesy monster movie.
Yep, and then we got a bunch of stuff from Tim Gross's table. Some movie, a 5-hour movie. I don't know what the heck I'm going to watch here, but
Schultz said she passed away within the last year.
yeah, so recent.
Yeah, I thought that was because she was like in her 40s. I don't think she was that
Wow,
old.
very young.
Yeah, she passed away really young.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, some weird movies we picked up.
Some
Ninja Master. Video Nasty, The Early Years, Volume 2. Grand Samurai, the extended cut.
That's the 5-hour movie.
Is that the 5-hour one?
Yeah,
There's
lordy.
one of these movies they told us was like 5 hours long, and I'm like, 5 hours?
Sounds like those Dave the Rock Nelson movies, which I heard all about. He's another filmmaker.
A 5-hour movie?
Who does a lot of stuff. He just puts on videotape because you can tape up to 6, sometimes 8 hours on a videotape. And I guess Dave the Rock Nelson does that too. He puts out very long movies up to 5 hours. I don't think editing is a thing.
Yeah.
A VHS copy, a lot of VHS of Pam Grier. It was a Scream Blackula Scream. Wish we could show stuff like that. Some mystery tapes too that I'm not really sure what's on them. That's always fun for me. A copy of Them. I got this for $1. The giant ant movie from
the giant ants
from the 50s. Irradiated ants.
That's a fun movie.
I think I may have sold a copy of this on my
What's that one?
It's Watcher in the Woods with Betty Davis. It's a Disney witch movie.
I don't think I've seen that one in a long time. Look at that retro case.
Yeah, the soft clamshell case.
The clamshell case, the Watcher in the Woods.
Yeah, and I checked them all. They don't have mold.
No, the tape looks like it's in good shape.
A Philip Michael Thomas joint from Miami Vice called Stigma. Love stuff like this. Who knows what it is, but hey.
Very cool.
And a couple more things. This one's
Bitter
interesting.
Troll. Oh, that's a funny name. Watcher in the Woods was spooky as all hello.
Yeah. There's another Disney movie. I've talked about it, I think, before here. It's very strange because it's Disney from the 70s. It's called Child of Glass.
I don't remember that one.
I found a copy on eBay. You know, it's a dupe from a clamshell. I think the real movie, if you find it like that, is worth a lot.
It's probably really hard to find.
But it's about a girl who was murdered, a little girl.
Wow.
And these two kids from the 70s, you know, they move into this old house with their parents.
So
and,
it's like kind of a morbid Disney movie.
Yeah, and they encounter this little girl ghost who goes on it with this poem about the Child of Glass, which, you know, I don't want to give anything away. But it's really weird because they keep seeing this apparition that keeps repeating this weird, eerie poem, and they have to figure out what it means. It's great.
Oh, geez.
But look, who knows? It could be online somewhere. Maybe it's not as rare as I thought it was, but I couldn't find it forever growing up, you know, in the 90s.
I don't remember that one.
But yeah, there's another, like I said, a bunch of other stuff, but that's just sort of like weird. And then Hollow Gate, I don't know what this is, but
yeah, I don't know what that one is either.
some independent, like, you know, it looks good. For $1, I'll take it. Actually,
I mean, I'll buy that for $1.
There you go, to quote the RoboCop movie. Yeah.
Hollow Gate.
Yes.
Ooh,
And actually, I
tapes.
I got a great deal on those. I think it was a Sunday, and he was like, grab a bunch, and I'll just give them to you for 10. So I got like probably 13 or 15 tapes for $10.
And it's dangerous when there's
boy.
vendors next to you that have boxes of old tapes
like,
and books. And Grim was just looking through them the whole weekend.
And all you need is $10, you know, and you can walk away with some fun stuff.
I mean, some of those tapes we got for $1. That's great.
You don't have to spend a mint. And the highest thing I paid for, I think, I don't know what your dress was, but the highest thing I bought was that Svengoolie figure, I think. That was the most I paid for anything.
Yeah.
So that was, I don't want to say, but anyway.
Yeah, and I picked up, there's a clothing vendor that sells some cute, like, goth kind of outfits.
So I handed you the credit card and said, go shopping.
So you were nice, and
I was nice
let
for
me
once.
Pick out something.
No, I always offer that.
That was very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we're there to have fun. Everything's okay for now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why not have a little fun while we're out? We only do this like twice a year.
So, okay, so for later this year, we are attending a convention called Gross Fest. It's a one-day collectible show for indie filmmakers. It's going to be in the Pittsburgh area. And then in the fall, we will be attending the Fall Cinema Wasteland.
Yes, we just got our table for that.
Yes, we reserved a spot for that.
So if you missed us this time around, come out in October and say hi.
Yes, definitely. And then there may or may not be a Ghoulardi Fest. We're waiting to hear the details. They're trying to secure a location.
Of course, we're always hoping this is the case, that it becomes something. So,
yeah.
You know.
So Ron says, would Lexington, Kentucky be too far away?
Well, for us to come down and do something there, what's there? There's conventions everywhere now.
There's so many conventions everywhere.
Yeah, send us the information of whatever's going on there. It wouldn't necessarily be too far, but we have to figure it out.
Yeah, we'd have to figure stuff out because, MummyAndMonkey, we help her, and the kitties. We have to make sure they're all okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's better to be closer, but we'll see.
That's why, we're just doing some local stuff for now.
Like a one-day thing, we could probably swing something like that. Who knows?
Yeah, like the one-day stuff is kind of cool.
Even though, I mean, that would be a drive down there. I mean,
Naoko says first they're coming to Tokyo. Oh,
yes!
We would love to visit Tokyo one day.
I would love to run around the streets.
Wow.
I mean, we would probably fit right
Mummy and the Monkey running around the streets of Tokyo.
Yeah.
We'd probably blended with all the cosplayers. And the Harajuku people.
The greasers and the Lolita goth and all that stuff.
Yeah, all the different people that like to dress up.
We'd be underdressed, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? But yeah, Japan is definitely on the bucket list, Naoko.
Oh, we would love to visit Japan.
We ran around the streets of Germany.
We did show up as the Mummy and the Monkey in Europe.
Yep,
and people laughed at us.
And actually little parts in France too. We were very close to France there, the border. A little town, and we ran around. We shot some video there.
We were like maybe a month or two before a holiday called Fasching.
Fasching, yeah.
Which is where they dress up kind of like Halloween, and it's a big
like Mardi Gras Halloween.
Yeah, it's like a big festival party thing where everyone dresses up and they go and party, kind of like Halloween. So maybe they thought we were just dumb tourists that were too early
A
for
little
fashion.
early. Yeah. Just trying
Because
to,
we got laughed at a couple times.
yeah, we got
when
some
we
fun
were
reactions.
dressed like this.
We filmed a lot of it too. Yeah, we ran around the streets of where is it? Karlsruhe.
Yes.
Downtown Karlsruhe. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, we filmed stuff.
We need to get more of those DVDs made. The
Yeah.
Cleveland horror hosts Conquer the Cons.
Yeah.
Not Conquer the Cons.
No.
European Invasion.
Which maybe not a good title, a great title now.
No, not a good title.
We'll have to
now,
repackage it. You know.
The Mummy and the Monkey visit Europe.
Yeah. European vacation.
Pretty much it was we took home video and turned it into like a little special.
The Mummy and the Monkey's European I'm a poopin' vacation.
There you go.
I've always wanted to use that sort of goofy thing that pops into my head when I heard European. European, well, I'm a poopin'. How you doing? Anyway, yeah, I'm full of it.
A lot
I have
of
ideas or whatever. Of something.
You're full of it, all right.
But yeah, well, I mean, like I said, so this visit to Wasteland was very, very good. We had a very positive experience. They all usually are pretty good. UTB,
Universal Bookings was in the chat earlier. I don't know if they're still here, but shout out to Monty and the Pharaoh.
Oh, yeah. Monty
and the Pharaoh are fellow YouTubers, and they have, I guess they're associated with some Roku channels and cable channels. So we're chatting with them, and they talk a lot about wrestling and current events. You know, they interview wrestling celebrities.
Yeah, they have, and they ask them a bunch of. It's not just your typical questions either. They actually have conversations about politics, religion, current events. Mm-hmm. You know, with these wrestlers, so it's a little bit different. It's not just who do you want to fight?
So
what's
you
your
get to
best
hear.
Match, blah blah blah. It's like Howard Stern, the way those kind of wacky questions.
You get to hear all the different opinions on what people think about things, and they talk about current events.
Yeah, and we like to do stuff like that. We have when we go interview people. Sometimes we stick to the script, but. We have our own like unconventional convention questions we like to throw at people again because everyone sort of asks the same thing and it's a little boring. But
they
mix it up a little
definitely like mix it up and try to keep it different and unique. And,
yeah. So there's that, and so hey to Monty and the Pharaoh, it was nice, meeting you and talking to you, but meeting Tim. At the convention, but yeah, it was. I mean, we went by so fast as it always does. We caught up with other friends like A. Ghastly Ghoul and his wife. Bob Ferguson came out. I mean,
Ferguson.
We keep. And I feel horrible because like some of the big people that that we know. I'm really forgetting that. So
Paloma and the rest of the family.
And Rowan came out.
And Rowan came out with Crackers, her puppy dog. And there were a lot of dogs. A lot of people came out with their dogs. I'm wondering if the hotel has like a pet, like they allow pets now.
What do they call that? Your sort of your not
like
security,
a therapy animal, companion animal.
Yeah, your companion animal. Your what do they call that? Emotional support animal.
Yeah. So a lot of people were bringing their puppy dogs, and I was so happy to pet dogs.
I saw at least 10.
Yeah.
Throughout the 3 days there.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, it was amazing, and it was great. I mean, the dogs seemed interested to be there. A lot of visual stimulation. Yes. I didn't get bit. Which is nice, but no, it was a lot of. Like I said, we talked and talked and talked. I wasn't bored one time there.
It was fun.
It took a minute to sit down. I mean, anytime we got to rest, it was great, and then it was up and like boom, it made the time go by so fast. Mm-hmm. To have all the people that watch our show and are a fan of all the stuff that's Wasteland, come by and say hi.
Are there any conventions in Dayton, Ohio? Well, none that I know of. I think there's some in Cincinnati. We've gone to some in Cincinnati in the past.
There's some one-day shows that pop up. Not all weekend.
Dayton's not that far from Cincy. So.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're talking about. I mean, horror convention, comic convention. They have like nostalgia, all kinds of stuff.
So
it's
much,
crazy.
so much.
I love it.
So many little collectible shows and trade shows. And
can't get enough.
It's fun, and I'm glad a lot of that's things have gotten better since the pandemic.
Yeah,
things are open back up, and it's.
I tell you,
feeling more like everything's feeling more normal.
And I was having such a blast taking pictures with everybody. It felt nice for everybody to kind of like put their arm on you, and I missed that. I really did miss that.
I still don't I don't shake everyone's hand. Sometimes I'll do the elbow rub.
You'll be fine.
Sometimes I still get weird with the germs and stuff.
Yeah, but they've always been here.
I know they have.
Got to watch War of the Worlds. I mean, that's the reason.
Luckily, I didn't get a cold. I didn't get anything from the convention.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm saying
So
obviously it's like any other time. Even before COVID, like I said, No one wants to catch your cold. If you're sick with just a common cold, don't sneeze in your hand and try to shake my hand. It's not cool. Don't if you're sick, and it's like when people used to go to work. You're sitting at your cubicle or your desk, and some idiot comes in coughing their. It's like, go home, stay home. Why are you bringing it to work now? Now we're all gonna get sick. Never liked that. Never liked it.
Bitter Troll says lots of shows coming to Tennessee around Nashville, but I don't think the state deserves you. Aw. I hear Nashville's really nice.
Yeah, Nashville.
Doesn't Dolly Parton live down
Yeah,
in Nashville?
I had a cousin that lived there too for a while. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Some cousins lived
My
there.
cousin
They
Keith
liked it.
lived down. Yeah. I mean, Nashville's.
Yeah, we hear it's nice in Nashville.
Is that where the Grand Ole Opry is?
That is.
Yeah,
That would be cool to visit one day.
I'd like to visit every place.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so interesting. There's so many different places that we still
Dolly
have
Parton's
yet to
there.
see. Oh, everyone loves Dolly Parton. She's a national treasure.
I love all three of her. What?
She has a big, beautiful set of eyes.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right, King. Well, we're going to wrap this up. I'm a tired mummy.
Yes, it's been a long day, and we're back in the saddle. But hey, it's a lot of fun as always to hang out with you. Thank you. And if we forgot anybody, and I feel bad that we should have made a huge list.
Oh, it'll be all right.
But you know who you are, though.
We want to wish you all a happy and safe Easter, a blessed Ramadan, a blessed Passover, a happy spring equinox in general, just happy spring.
Just happy Saturday, Sunday. Great,
And
happy
happy
weekend.
weekend.
Hey,
So, yeah, have fun, be safe, guys. Good night, good fright. Mwah.
See you guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Hairy Scary Hangover.
Hangover.
And the hangover is over.
We're over the hangover.
Boom.
Bye-bye.